I found the receipt tucked into the pocket of my wife's winter coat. First it meant nothing. Just a thin slip of paper, creased and worn like it had been folded and unfolded too many times. I was putting away laundry, doing the quiet, ordinary work of a marriage I believed was solid. The kind of marriage I defended when friends joked about infidelity as if it were inevitable. The receipt was from a cafe across town. 2 coffees. Same time. Same day. Every Tuesday. My wife Leah never went to that part of town. She hated traffic. She hated wasting time. And she didn't drink coffee in the afternoon. I stood there longer than I should have, listening to the dryer hum, convincing myself I was imagining things. Devoted husbands do that. We excuse first. We protect second. We doubt ourselves last. That evening I asked casually, "Did you stop for coffee yesterday?" She didn't look up from her phone. "No." "Why?" The answer came too quickly. Something inside me shifted. Not loudly, not dramatically, just enough to let cold air in. I didn't confront her. I didn't accuse her. I smiled, kissed her cheek, and told her I'd make dinner because I loved her. And love makes you gentle when you should be alert. The next Tuesday I left work early. I parked across the street from the cafe and felt ridiculous, sitting there like someone I never imagined becoming. I kept checking my watch, half hoping she wouldn't show so I could laugh at myself and go home embarrassed. At 2:07 p.m. her car pulled in. She stepped out wearing the blue sweater I bought her last winter. The one she said made her feel safe. Then another car arrived. A man got out, tall, vaguely familiar in the way strangers sometimes are. He smiled when he saw her. Not a polite smile. Not a passing one. It was the kind of smile that already knew where it belonged. They hugged. Not a friendly hug. Not a casual one. A practiced hug. I couldn't move. They walked inside together. And I sat there staring at the cafe window like it might explain something to me. Devastation doesn't always arrive as pain. Sometimes it arrives as clarity so sharp it steals your breath. I drove home before they came out. I didn't want more details. I already had enough to dismantle everything I thought I knew. That night Leah was cheerful. She asked about my day. She laughed at the television. She reached for my hand on the couch like she always had. I let her. And that was the worst part. Because devotion doesn't disappear just because the truth arrives. It lingers. Confuses. It makes you complicit in your own undoing. Over the next few days I watched her more closely. I noticed how she angled her phone away while texting. How she showered the moment she got home. How she corrected herself mid-sentence. As if constantly editing reality. I told myself I needed proof. Not for revenge but for sanity. The proof came sooner than I expected. Her phone buzzed while she was in the shower. I didn't grab it right away. I just watched it light up again and again, impatient. The name on the screen wasn't hidden. Mark. The message preview was short. Same place, same time. I miss you. My hand shook so badly I had to sit down. I didn't scroll. I didn't search. I didn't need to. Every unexplained mood, every late errand, every tired excuse rearranged itself into a story I had never agreed to be part of. When she came downstairs wrapped in a towel, humming softly, she stopped when she saw my face. "What's wrong?" she asked. I held up the phone. Her shoulders dropped. Not in surprise but in surrender. "I was going to tell you," she said. Every betrayed spouse hears that sentence. It's a lie people tell themselves so they can sleep. "How long?" I asked. She hesitated. Then quietly said, 8 months. 8 months. My mind did the math on its own. Holidays, birthdays, Sunday mornings. All of it touched by something I never saw. "Do you love him?" I asked. She cried then, as if tears could soften the damage. She said she never meant for it to happen, that it just did. That was when something inside me broke cleanly, like a bone snapping instead of cracking. Because affairs don't just happen. They are chosen. Again and again. I slept in the guest room that night, staring at the ceiling, replaying our life and wondering how I could be so present and still so blind. The consequences came quickly. Mark wasn't single. His wife contacted me after finding messages I had never seen. She was calm in a way that scared me. "I thought you should know," she said. "I'm filing. You might want to protect yourself." Protect yourself. As if love hadn't been my shield for years. The fallout was relentless. Friends took sides without asking questions. Leia moved out, then moved back, then left again. Promises were made, broken, and remade. One day, standing in our kitchen, she said, "I didn't think you'd actually leave." That sentence told me everything. She believed my devotion was permanent, unconditional, unbreakable. She didn't understand that devotion without honesty is just endurance, and endurance runs out. The day I signed the separation papers, my hands were steady, not because I was strong, but because the shaking had already done its work. She sat across from me, searching my face for something familiar. "I never wanted to hurt you," she said. "I believe you," I replied. "But you did." For the first time, I chose truth over loyalty. Devotion had shaped my identity for so long that letting go felt like losing a limb. But when I walked out of that office, something unexpected happened. I breathed. Not the shallow breaths of suspicion, not the tight breaths of denial, but a real one. Because devastation doesn't always destroy you. Sometimes it frees you from the lie you were living too faithfully to question.